Hello Gemini, this is Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for 16. I'm going to be doing it similar to what I did last month, is basically 3 separate spreads. The first spread is going to be your general reading, the second spread will be for single Geminis, and then the third spread will be for couple Geminis. I also wanted to say that I'm offering some reading specials. So I'll be posting a website in the information box below this video. If you're interested in a private reading, I'm more than happy to provide you with one. You'll have to go to the webpage, and on the bottom of the home page, on the right hand side, I have specials for this month. So please come check that out. I did pre-shuffle a little bit before beginning the video, so I'm going to continue to shuffle for just a few moments, and then we'll see what messages come through for your general messages this month. Also, I just want to say to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, commented, and given me all the positive feedback and encouragement, thank you so much. Thank you for all your feedback. I truly appreciate it. So I'm just going to be quiet for a moment while I focus on your energies for this month, and we'll see what messages come through. We have the Ace of Swords, the Devil, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, the Fool, King of Pentacles, the Emperor, Ace of Cups. You guys got 3 aces. And 6 of Wands. Victory, guys. At the bottom of the deck, overall energy, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is what I'm going to say about this. At the top of the spread, we have the Devil. And it's not such a nice card because, you know, I just see here that there may be some unhealthy attachments or some type of convictions or beliefs that you're struggling with. But the good news is this month I see you walking away from that. I see you walking away from that and beginning a fresh start. We have the Ace of Wands, which represents truth, clarity, understanding coming to light. This card also represents victory. It's a hard-earned victory. It's one that was, you know, you see this mountain in the background. It's like you've had to climb Mount Everest to get this victory, but it is there for you. You will be victorious in whatever situation you're dealing with. And yeah, it's very challenging, but you will be successful. I have the Devil here, and then I have the 8 of Cups here, which talks about walking away. And then I have the King of Pentacles here, and the 8 of Cups. So in this triangle, what's interesting is it just looks to me that beginning of the month, you're recognizing something is unhealthy. You're recognizing that something is not as it appears to be. Or you're recognizing that you have an unhealthy attachment to a belief or a situation or a person, can even be a job, and you're realizing that you need to walk away from this, whatever it be. The 8 of Cups talks about, you know, you've invested your time and your energy and resources into something, but you're realizing that whatever you've invested yourself in, it's lacking something vital. It's lacking something that you need. And so yes, this man is sad walking away from what he's invested himself in, but it's a necessary thing. And he's doing the right thing by walking away because he's off to find that one true thing that is lacking that he desperately needs. And with the Emperor beneath this 8 of Cups, this is you taking control of your life. You're the emperor of your life. You're in control. You're the one who decides what stays and what goes. You're setting healthy boundaries for yourself. You are in a place where you're understanding and recognizing that you're in control of your future. And there is some necessary movement that needs to be made in order for you to obtain this victory and obtain what it is you truly want for your life, whatever it is that you truly want to manifest. And in the center of the spread, we have the Fool. The Fool is all about a new beginning. It's all about leaving the old behind and embarking on a new journey, finding out what else is out there for me. Because whatever I've been doing or whatever I have had, it's not enough. It's not what I truly want. I need something new, and I need something that is genuine to me and authentic to me, and it makes me feel like I'm living a life where I'm living a life where I'm authentic and I'm doing what is best suited for me. So it's letting go of unhealthy attachments and starting anew. And when you do this, it's so emotionally rewarding and fulfilling, because this Ace of Cups represents emotional fulfillment to the point where your cup is overflowing. And we see the dove blessing this cup, this chalice. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have this awareness that is necessary for you to have this new beginning. And you're realizing that I need this, you're leaving behind these cups, these smaller cups, to obtain this one victory that you need, this one overfilling cup, this one thing that's going to satisfy you. So you're leaving behind some things to obtain this level. And this Emperor is looking at this Ace of Cups. So this is your goal. This is your objective, is to be emotionally fulfilled and satisfied. Now, financially, I see that this month is also going to be very, very prosperous for you, because we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the King of Pentacles. So this tells me that there's whatever this new beginning is that you're having, maybe there's a job opportunity, and you're walking away from something that no longer serves you, but you're obtaining a new job, you're obtaining a new position where there is great stability, but also it's very financially rewarding. It's like you're being rewarded for all the hardship and challenges that you've faced. Now, if this walking away is not involving a work situation, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is saying here that this new beginning with the Fool card in the center, this new beginning, this new journey you're embarking on, it's going to create some great material abundance and security for you. You're feeling as if you're the King of Pentacles. He's another one. The Emperor is very much in control, but he's the one who sets the policies. He sets the guidelines. He makes the rules. So it's about setting rules and setting boundaries and abiding by them. The Emperor abides by them, but he also sets the expectation for others to abide by them as well. So it's like you're setting healthy boundaries for yourself. Whereas this King of Pentacles, he's also a man of order. He's also a man of security and stability, but that's what his main focus is stability. He wants a solid foundation. So this new beginning that you're obtaining is going to give you this solid foundation, and it's going to be very rewarding for you in a material sense. So this can be a new home or a move where you're finding more happiness and stability. This can be letting go of a partner or a relationship, only to find that doing so, even though it have been very challenging, it gives you this sense of freedom, and it gives you this sense of there's some type of award or reward, I should say, in this new beginning. And the outcome card is beautiful because it's the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is overcoming obstacles and challenges and getting the victory that you've been working so hard for. You've believed in yourself. You've kept your eye on the prize, which is this emotional fulfillment and contentment and happiness, and you're obtaining that victory. Now, the Five of Pentacles here, it really talks about, you know, feeling left out in the cold, feeling shut out. You'd be doing this to someone else. You'd be shutting someone else out because whatever this unhealthy attachment is that you're releasing, you're leaving it out in the cold. This can also just say, you know, initially at the beginning of the month, you feel that way, but know that it's not going to remain that way because we have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here, okay? So let's get some clarification on this. I mean, it's so interesting because in this row, we have victory, new beginning, victory. So whatever this new beginning is for you that you're embarking on this month, it's going to be victorious. And it's surrounded, this Fool card is surrounded by aces. It's all new things. Newfound intelligence, newfound clarity, emotional fulfillment, new emotional fulfillment and contentment, new material beginnings. This can be somebody moving home. This can be someone leaving home. This can be new job opportunities, advancements in some capacity. So I want to look at these the Eight of Cups, and please remember this is a general reading. So not all these messages are going to apply to you specifically, okay? So let's look at the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so some of you, if you're the female Gemini, you're the sweetheart. There's love here. There's feelings of love for another person, or they'd be having these feelings for you, right? You're the sweetheart. If you're a male Gemini, you have these feelings for the female in your life. But there's a change that comes about because you're recognizing the unhealthiness of this relationship. This is the Enemy card. And I don't want to say per se, you know, that you see this person as an enemy, but it's just that you're realizing that maybe there's something unhealthy about this situation, that it's just not working for you. And so you're having to say goodbye to it and release it, let it go. And that's what you're walking away from. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, okay. Well, some of you find that either you've been cheating on a partner or they've been cheating on you. This doesn't have to necessarily mean cheating, though. It can mean that there's just some resentment or there's doubts about this person and you're feeling left out in the cold, or they're feeling left out in the cold if you're the one, you know, creating this kind of devil situation in your relationship. But I'm feeling more at your partner. So because you're the one walking away from it and beginning anew and having this victory. So I feel like it's your partner here, and you're realizing that, you know, they've been shutting you out. You felt left out in the cold, and it's because you realize there's something more going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. And this can be a marriage situation. If it's not a marriage, it can be just a situation where you have some type of agreement or contract, and there's an ending to it. So someone's feeling left out in the cold. Let's look at Let's look at the devil here. Okay, so on the devil card, in the past there was merriment and joy. Then we have money, which talks about security, stability, or maybe you had a strong attachment or your partner had a strong attachment because of money. That was their true reason for being in this relationship, okay? For some of you, if this is a work situation, you know, it can be that you thought you would be happy in this situation, but now you're just sticking around for the money, and it's an unhealthy attachment. And there's a message, some type of message, clarity. I feel like this card ties in with the Ace of Swords and saying that there's communication or messages. This is like an angel blessing you with the clarity that you need, and now you're understanding that this situation is unhealthy. And it is fortunate, you know, we see that he's dropping coins and letters here. So it's a fortunate message, even though, you know, it's not one that you may be very happy about. It's one that gives you that victory and allows you to really see the light in this and make the decisions that you need to make. I want to look at, let's look at the Six of Wands here. Yeah, so there's a victory in overcoming. You've had to make some changes. There's a change coming about in this relationship because perhaps someone's loyalty or fidelity is questionable and it leaves you feeling emotionally weak. But being that this is on the Six of Wands, it's saying that you're going to be victorious in overcoming these negative feelings and you're going to be victorious in moving forward. Remember, you have 3 aces here, so this is all new things, new energies coming in this month, okay? So that's the general message, Gemini, for the month of June. I'm going to now use different cards, and we're going to look at the single Geminis first and see what their love messages are. For June. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, the Star, King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, wow. And the 7 of Wands, I so expected that card. That is so funny. I was just thinking that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of people here, guys. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And let's just say by the end of the month, you're going to have a lot of suitors. I see you fighting them off with the 7 of Wands. That's why I expected that card. I'm like, this is crazy. For you single Geminis, you're starting out the month just being very like outgoing, I want to say, regarding love and relationships. You're just having fun. You're out there enjoying yourself. The Knight of Cups, he's a very spontaneous knight. He goes wherever his passions lead him, and you know, he comes in and out He sometimes he gets involved with someone, sometimes he may not. It just depends on how he's feeling. So I just feel like you're very playful at the beginning of the month, and you're just excited to get out and enjoy yourself. And there's a change that comes about for you, though. There's this Wheel of Fortune where things are changing. So if being single, this Wheel of Fortune means that you may find yourself by the end of the month in some type of committed relationship, or that if you haven't had a lot of suitors in the past, you're going to have a lot this month. The Star card is sitting next to the Knight of Wands, and this is all about wish fulfillment. This is a card about hope and optimism. This is a card of healing. So it's like if you've been wishing for attention, or you've been wishing for a suitor, you're wishing for a relationship, it's coming in for you this month. You're surrounded by the Star and the Wheel of Fortune. And in the center of this spread, we have wish fulfillment. So again, if you've been desiring a relationship, that's coming in for you this month. You're sitting pretty. And if you look at this card, this man is a little smug. So one of the messages here, one of the warnings is, when you do have a lot of suitors coming in for you, just try not to be too smug. And then we have all these court cards. So I would say if you're a male Gemini, look out for a female water sign. So that could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a fire sign with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups is here, but the Queen of Wands is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Also be on the lookout for an earth sign. That would be a Virgo, Taurus, Gemini. For you female Geminis, I meant Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Did I say that on the Queen of Pentacles? I'm sorry. For you female Geminis, keep a lookout for a male water sign. That would be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, a male earth sign. So that would be, again, the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's like you just have suitors this month and you're fighting them off. It's like you have so many offers coming in, you don't even know what to do with yourself. I feel that for some of you, especially you female Geminis, you're very attractive this month. You're very attractive, you're very magnetic. People are finding you very physically attractive, and your personality shines through this month, and you're just magnetic. You're just drawing people to you. You're drawing suitors. And it can be because of your playfulness and your outgoing personality and your desire to be playful that people find you highly attractive. I feel like for some of you, it's like you have options. Male or female, you have options. You may find yourself with an earth sign, or you may find yourself with a water sign. And I feel like they even be, I don't want to say fighting over you, but there's going to be some level of competition there. Like, you know that there's other people that you're speaking to, or that you're interested in, or that you have your eye on, or they have their eye on you, and they be kind of, trying to win your favor. The water signs, they're more emotional. They wear their heart on their sleeve. Sometimes they can be the kind to jump to conclusions based on emotions. So sometimes it can be challenging for them to see things objectively because they allow their emotions to overwhelm them at times. but there are also people who are very loving, very doting, very empathetic, very nurturing. So you find that attractive. Now, with the earth signs, they're more grounded. They're very grounded. They're all about stability. They're all about having a strong sense of security in their life. And you find an attraction with them because being a Gemini, you're just as analytical as the earth signs, and you're very practical, and so you find that you have that more in common with the earth sign than you do the water sign. But you know, water signs, they can be very dreamy, and they like to think big, they like to dream big, whereas you tend to like to take action to make those dreams come true, in a sense. So that would be something where, you know, there's this, a great, because you can manifest dreams and desires together. This person can help you dream big, and you can help create those dreams. Whereas the earth sign, they're more grounded. They're more, okay, we're going to take our time with that. Yeah, that's a great idea, but let's think it through. Let's really plan it out. And you might feel like it dampers you a little bit. But honestly, with the King and Queen of Cups and the King and Queen of Pentacles coming up, I really feel like whichever partner you choose, you're going to feel like they fit like a glove, because you're matching each other in this spread. It's like they bring out that aspect of you. The water sign brings out your emotions, whereas the earth sign brings out your sensibility and your sense of you know, grounded nature. But you're going to be fending them off. You're going to be, you know, kind of standing your ground and saying, okay, give me a minute. Let me figure it out. Let me see who I like best. Okay. So let's pull some clarifying cards on this. I don't even know where I want to where I want to look. Do we want to look at all these court cards? I don't think so. Let's look at the Seven of Wands first. Oh yeah. So you're fighting them off because, hey, you're coming up as the Lord here. You're very charming, very alluring, very attractive. People are saying, this person has it all going on. And there's love here. This is a month about love for you guys. And you're studying, you're analyzing, you're looking at, okay, which one's right for me? Which one do I favor? Which one works better for me? Which one am I more attracted to? And they're wanting to push it along, like, I want to get to know you, spend more time with me, and you be fending them off, like, well, wait a minute, slow things down a little bit. Let's look at the Nine of Cups here. Yeah. So with the Nine of Cups, you're going to find that people are going to be very attracted to you, and they're going to be, I don't want to say at your service per se, but you're going to find that people are more open to you and wanting to get to know you and wanting to spend more time with you. And you're the attractive, innocent, young virgin in all of this. So what that means is these suitors that are coming along, they're people that you haven't ever been romantically involved with in the past. They be currently friends or friends of friends even, people that you know, but they're not people that you've been romantically involved with. And the doctor here tells me, I really feel like this is talking about you're healing your love life. You're bringing about change in your love life, and it's like you're on the mend. And it's wish fulfillment. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. Oops, excuse me. Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, Knight of Wands. Why am I saying cups? Knight of Wands. Yeah. So I feel like you don't want to sit around anymore. You don't want to be waiting for someone anymore. This is perhaps you have been looking at yourself and looking at the way you've behaved in love or in relation to love, and you're deciding, you know, I want to stay true and genuine to myself, and I just want to enjoy myself. I'm tired of hoping and wishing and expecting, and I'm going to start out the month by just enjoying myself and you know, being lighthearted. You put some thought into this. You put some thought into how you've carried yourself in the past, and you're wanting this. You're wanting this new beginning. You're wanting this fresh start, and so you're jumping into with this enthusiasm for love and this lightheartedness. And I feel like you may be letting go of an old flame or an old partner, or an old, you know, you've wanted someone for some time maybe, and you just decided, you know what, put some thought into this, and I want something new. I think I want to go out there and explore and see what's out there. Let's look at the Star card here. Yeah, hope, optimism, wishes fulfilled. So, because you're deciding to be more of service to yourself and enjoy yourself, you're bringing about love and relationships. Now, this card is called the reunion card, but it can be new love as well. It doesn't necessarily mean a reunion per se. And then we have this card, which talks about tact and irritability, but it also talks about sexuality. So you find yourself being highly attractive this month, as I said with the Queen of Wands. You're very attractive this month. People are sexually attracted to you, and you find that your sex drive is peaking this month. You're excited. What can I say? So look for suitors coming in this month, guys, and it looks very promising. Have fun, enjoy yourself. You know, I feel like you're going to be smart about it, and you're going to be safe about it, and you're going to, you know, put a lot of thought into this. So I think you will pick the right suitor for you. Okay. So with that said, now I'm going to jump to the coupled Geminis. 15. Let's see what's coming in for you guys. got this chill up back as I'm shuffling for you guys. So I wonder what that means. Okay, let's see what we get. We have the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Rods, Page of Wands, the World card, the Lovers, the Devil, King of Pentacles, Nine of Rods, and the Three of Swords. At the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Cups. So I have to say, I kind of feel this isn't going to be this is a general reading, but I want you to understand that as a general reading, the messages aren't going to apply to everyone, okay? This is regarding a relationship where there's a family dynamic. Either you're living together, or you have children together, or you're married, because we have the Ten of Cups here. And I feel like at the beginning of the month, either you or your partner, you're holding on to this relationship. But I feel that you feel that you have to defend yourself in this relationship. You have to stand your ground and stand up for your beliefs or your convictions, or stand up for yourself in some sense against your partner. And one of you is holding on to this relationship. And I also feel like with this card, because this man is covering his mouth, it's almost like he's not speaking the whole truth, or he's kind of sitting back and observing a situation before speaking on anything. Just watching to see what manifests. So this can be you sitting back, holding on to this relationship, but also in a sense you understand that you have to defend yourself, and you're just kind of sitting back and waiting to see how this is going to unfold. The Four of Pentacles can also represent your partner, who's kind of sitting back. Here you are defending yourself, you're standing your ground, you're letting them know how you want things, how, certain things that you're not okay with and what you are okay with, and they're just sitting back. They're kind of keeping quiet. They're just watching. They're just waiting to see what's going to happen. They're just holding on for dear life at this point, but they're not saying much. And it may be that you feel as though, you're upset and you're having to tell this person, stand up, speak up. Here I am, wave a wand around, and I'm waiting for you to challenge me or say something to me, give me some feedback. I'm telling you where I stand. Where do you stand? And they're not giving you an answer. They're kind of just sitting back. They're protecting themselves in a sense. We can see this man, he's kind of protecting himself with these pentacles, and he's keeping it over his mouth as if, God, dare I say anything, They don't want to say something because they're afraid of the reaction, or they're afraid that if they really speak their truth, if they really speak what's on their mind, you may decide to leave and let them go. I feel like next to that we have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is talking about some type of message or communication coming in that ignites a passion within you. And passion, all the cards in the tarot, they're all neutral. They all have positive and negative messages that can correlate with the card. So with this card, I feel like whatever this understanding or this message is that comes in that ignites your passion. It's a passion involving maybe some strong feelings of frustration. It's almost like I'm seeing you're fed up, you're just tired, you're fed up, and you're wanting to stand your ground in this and make a decision here. And in this middle row, we see that you do indeed end up making some form of decision, because if we look at these three cards together, first we have the World card, which talks about a completion of a life cycle, beginning of a new. This also talks about a move. So someone could be moving, okay? And in the center we have the Lovers. So of course the Lovers can represent a relationship, but this also represents a head or heart decision that needs to be made. And being that this is coming up under the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're tired of defending yourself and you're at a point where it's, I have to make a decision. I have to make a decision about this. And you're understanding, because under the Page of Wands, we have the Devil, you're understanding that there's something toxic about this relationship. There's something unhealthy about this relationship. There's a karmic tie here that's not suitable or beneficial for you. And so this head or heart decision that you have to make is with the understanding that this relationship isn't serving you and your highest good. Now, this King of Pentacles can be an earth sign that you're dealing with. This can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this King is looking up at the Lover's card. And I feel like this Four of Pentacles is relating to this King. So it's almost as if this King, if it's not an earth sign, it can be someone that just carries the characteristics of the King of Pentacles, and that is someone that is, you know, they're a slower moving energy. They take their time, they analyze the situation, and they're not going to initially just jump in and be as fiery as maybe you have been over this. So this guy is sitting back, he's watching, he's waiting, he's analyzing. Could be guy or girl, by the way, but they're not wanting to say anything or move at all, because they're waiting to see what you're gonna do. And I feel like there's a level of fear here for this King of Pentacles. But he's understanding that this has met its life term. This relationship is coming to a close. Because this World card is sitting above this King of Pentacles. And it may be that this King of Pentacles is moving away, that you are requiring this person to move, or they decide to move on their own. But it also can be just they decide to leave. They decide to leave their relationship. But I feel that you both, I mean, he's looking up at this Lover's card, and it's again a head or heart decision. So I feel that you both are under the understanding that this relationship, you know, it's not healthy, it's toxic, and both of you are understanding that this relationship needs to end, and you both have this big decision to make regarding this relationship. Now, underneath the Lover's card, we have the Nine of Rods. And this is being on guard, this is being defensive, this is protecting ourselves, you know, building walls, hoping that people can't break in and break us down to our vulnerable state. And I feel like this Nine of Rods, he's looking at this Three of Swords. So this is heartbreak. This is the ending. This is the final ending of that relationship. And I feel like that's going to be more towards the end of the month. Okay, but I feel that it's almost like you want something from this person that they're not giving you, but you're realizing, you know, it's just unhealthy. It's just unhealthy. Almost like you feel like you're putting in all the work, and they're just kind of sitting back. Let's pull some oracle cards on this. Let's look at this Three of Swords first. Okay, so we have a relationship, okay? So in the past, you two, this card is called reunion, but it doesn't necessarily mean reunion. It's just a relationship here. We see a couple here. So in the past, this is a couple, but one of you is deciding to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, stand up for your truth and your convictions, and then it brings about this change in the relationship. Okay, this is called the Thief card, but it can represent change as well. Let's look at the Devil card here. Yeah, so this is, you know, you've put a lot of thought into and consideration into this decision that you have to make regarding this relationship. And you feel trapped, you feel unsure of maybe how to move, or you feel like trapped because this person isn't giving you any feedback, or they're not telling you anything, and so you just feel kind of stuck. And the outcome card on the Devil card is the letting go, the saying goodbye. This boat is leaving and she's dropped the rose, so she's saying goodbye to a love. She's letting it go. She's letting it free. Okay? I'm also getting with this prisoner card here that you feel imprisoned just in this relationship, and that's what kind of makes it toxic. You're not happy. You're not happy. And no matter how much you fight with this person and try to fight for them to be what you want them to be, they are who they are what they are, and eventually you realize that and need to let it go. I want to look at this King of Pentacles here. Well, there's a couple messages with these. One is this King of Pentacles, perhaps there's a question to his loyalty and fidelity to you, okay? And he finds himself single, or he be acting like he's single already. And that would be where you feel stuck because this person's not communicating with you, or they're shutting you out in a sense, and they're kind of acting single, and you kind of get that impression. And they're acting like nothing's going on. They're trying to carry on like nothing's wrong, even though they're fully aware that there is something wrong, okay? There's this cheerfulness, joy, happiness, but it's kind of superficial. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles here. Oops, excuse me. Okay, so on the Four of Pentacles, this is the enemy card, but I don't want to say enemy per se, but I think when this King of Pentacles analyzes this situation and he just keeps his mouth shut, it's because he's afraid of making an enemy. He's afraid of being the enemy. And so he's just observing. We see this man, he's observing this person in the distance. He's just watching and analyzing this situation. And he's realizing, you know, hey, true colors are coming out. People's true feelings are coming to the surface. And he's being quiet, but the reality is he needs to be honest and truthful about how he's feeling as well. But he's not sharing that with you. but he's seeing your true colors. He's seeing your true feelings. And something new comes about because of it. This is a change that comes about because of it. And it's almost like he's not wanting this change, so he's kind of, keeping his mouth shut, keeping to himself, because he doesn't want to deal with it. He just wants to go on, acting like nothing's happening. Let's look at the World card here. So World card talking about completion of a cycle and beginning a new life cycle. This is involving a marriage possibly, or a situation that involves children as well. Okay. And you're wanting to work together for the sake of the children. You're wanting to work together for the sake of the family. So it's not like you want to be enemies per se, but you're wanting to maybe get professional counseling, or an attorney of some kind, or some professional to come in and help with this situation. The Doctor card can also just be saying, you don't want to completely call this person an enemy, because you do have children together, or you have something together that is important to both of you, and so you're wanting to work together when it comes to this situation. And there's communication about this. You're going to be communicating between the two of you about, okay, how do we go about this in a civil way, in an adult way, in a way where we're not killing each other, but we're just trying to do the best given the circumstances. Okay. So with that said, the last thing that I'd like to do is pull an Oracle of Visions card. And this is just an overall message for all the readings, all the spreads that I've done. It's for all Geminis. So couples, singles, it's just a general message. I don't think I've ever seen this card. It's a pretty card. Let me get the book so I can read it to you. Okay. So it says, patience, waiting for the right moment. A ballerina casts a golden line, a lure, with which to capture a desired goal or item. The process is calm and planned, the pace leisurely. There is no rush nor looming deadline. She will know when the time has come and the moment is appropriate. The kingfisher of tranquility accompanies her, and together they will wait. Despite the desire for results, some occasions or decisions simply should not be rushed. We should approach either with caution or restraint, waiting for the opportune moment. We must also be wary of being too indulgent and devoting too much time waiting for some imagined perfect moment, person, or thing. Worthy opportunity be lost if they are overlooked in anticipation of some intangible, better option to arrive. So that's your reading, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you all much love and light and a wonderful, wonderful moon. Thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.